Hey guys, JHub here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II multiplayer gameplay. And today we will be talking about what we kind of left off yesterday. Yesterday we actually showed me unlocking Chrome Camo here on Call of Duty World War II, and I have noticed some comments and people talking and asking me, how do you unlock Chrome Camo? And that one's actually fairly basic. It still follows the same premise as Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Infinite Warfare, in a sense that you need to get gold on every weapon non-DLC. So you don't actually have to do the DLC weapons. Now, when I did my road to Chrome, we already got DLC weapons out before I did it. So I wanted to do it in a way that when I completed the shovel, I got Chrome on everything and I didn't need to go back to the DLC weapons. That was my choice. But if you're just looking to get Chrome as fast as possible, all you have to do is just all weapons non-DLC. And yes, that does include launchers, melee weapon, and it does include the pistols, which can be a bit of a grind. But also in this video, I was just going to give you some tips and tricks and some advice if you are in fact going for Chrome Camo. Now, when it comes to headshots across the board, I would definitely recommend going into hardcore. I found that some of the guns may not need if you put on high caliber. When it came to the semi-automatic assault rifles, I didn't use hardcore. I actually went into war, and what I did is I put on a 4X, I would put on high caliber, and if the map had a tank, that is the most beneficial, say Operation Breakout or Operation Griffin. I actually preferred Griffin for a lot of my challenges, even for meleeing. But when it comes to the semi-auto rifles, 4X and high cal, wait until the person gets in the tank and then double tap their head. I found that that was the most convenient, and Operation Griffin has 3 tanks, then 2 tanks, and then pushes 1 near the end. So you have plenty of opportunities to take advantage of that on the defending side. So that's where I would advise you do that. And you could also do snipers there as well, but snipers, you really only have to do one-shot kills. The rest of the automatics, you can either put on high cal and just play normally in core, but I still would recommend hardcore if you're looking to get them done as soon as possible. All you have to do is just pre-aim at head level, and when the enemy comes into your sight, pull the trigger and you shouldn't have trouble. Submachine guns, I advise doing this method well in hardcore. Of note, the Tommy gun will give you some issues. I tried running grip with a reflex sight, that way I could try and easily shoot people in the head, but unfortunately that gun, at least from my experience, tried to fight me in every way because it felt like it had weird recoil patterns. And you might want to do that gun in burst mode. By what I mean is like fire 3 bullets and then just try to focus. Don't go automatic because you might be missing. Definitely try to fire a collective of 3 at a time. Shotguns, you're going to want to use the combat shotgun in core. It's easy enough, gets 1-hit kill. I'd advise putting on advanced rifling and extended mag, or advanced rifling and steady aim and just aim for chest area. You'll get your one-shots, no problem. But for the rest of the shotguns, you're definitely want to go into hardcore. The sawed-off and the Lugoff drilling are inconsistent, and I've even gotten hit markers in hardcore with the Lugoff drilling, causing many issues. And the toggle action, believe it or not, being a semi-auto, and usually it takes 2 shots to kill, it still requires you to get single fire kills. So you're gonna want to go to hardcore for that as well. Snipers shouldn't be an issue for you. If you're having trouble in normal core multiplayer matches, go to war and then take out people on tanks. Of note, you will have to go into hardcore for the Carabin unless you want to use it in war only going for headshots, because the Carabin also requires 1-hit kills, and you should be able to do that in core war shooting at the heads if you really do not like hardcore. The launchers are something you just need to be running at all times, in all honesty. I would advise you, if you're looking to complete these a little bit easier, go ahead and start running launched right off the bat. A lot of UAVs are put up in kill confirmed, hardcore kill confirmed, hardcore kind of in general. Don't go into domination because it's still 50 points per kill, so there's not as many streaks, but I would advise kill confirmed, TDM, hardcore kill confirmed, and hardcore TDM. Those should help you with people putting up recon so you can actually shoot them down much quicker, which will lead you on to the double kills. Now, I've been asked a lot about the bazooka double kills because people struggle to get those, and that falls back into war. If there is a specific map with a tank, like I said, chose Operation Griffin. What you want to do is whip out the bazooka, try to flank behind the enemy, fire your shot, reload, and fire it again. It helps if there's a wall or an object nearby that after you fired a rocket, you can step behind, reload, and then step back out and fire. The bazooka does not have that big of a blast radius, so you're going to have to be careful. You might want to ADS and try to actually impact the person. The Panzerschreck isn't as big of a deal. I think I did those in core, non-war, just because it's a little bit more, you know, larger blast radius and it takes them out fairly easily. The machine guns, my advice when going for headshots is definitely to rock a 4X and extended mag. I found that was the best way to go about getting headshots. I really did enjoy the 4X on the machine guns. Gustav Cannon, for some reason, worked out really, really well because if you get up on the cannon and shoot down, most of the time I was getting headshots, especially at long range. You might even want to put lookout on those machine guns to help you out just a little bit more when you're trying to spot people. Pistols, you might want to go to hardcore for that. The machine pistol is going to be especially painful, at least in my experience, because it does have kick and you will get hit markers every so often. So try to aim for the neck and the recoil should pull up. Hopefully you have a good machine pistol variant with better iron sights. I was using the HIMAT-2, and all honesty, it was painful going for them. And then with the melee weapons, really, war is your way to go. The war does not kill your KDR. Yes, your win-loss might be affected, but if you use the melee weapons in war, you can dance around the tanks, around the objectives, and just get all the kills that you possibly can. But then I would advise getting out of war when it's time to do the backfire medals, which is kill a person with a melee weapon, pick up their gun, and then kill them with their gun. For some reason, from my experience in war, every time I tried to melee a person and then pick up their weapon, they never would drop a weapon. So I would have to go back into normal matches, and then it would work just fine. With going for bloodthirsties, because I know a lot of people struggle with those, I found that it works if you either use mountain and like energetic, or use airborne, and I believe it's flanker to keep you off the radar. Airborne will allow you to get around the map a little bit quicker, or you can do airborne, energetic, and run a counter recon. You just need to stay moving and stay off the radar and be quiet. That way you can actually get the bloodthirsties, but that should work out fairly well for you. And then once you've completed all that and you want to get chrome on the DLC weapons, all you have to do is just get gold on the DLC weapons, and then it will automatically unlock. So hopefully this guide and tips has helped you out a little bit. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below and I will answer them, at least from my experience going for chrome. But here near the end, as I answered in yesterday's video, is chrome camo worth it? And in my experience, it is not. And tomorrow's video should be me actually showing off chrome on all the base weapons in Call of Duty World War II. There's only a couple of them that actually look well. The rest of them looks like they got sprayed painted and they're just full of rust and whatnot. So in all honesty, it's no dark matter. It's no black sky. But hopefully, if you just want to knock this out anyway, this video helps you out. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys next time. Till then, peace out.